All right, good morning, all. Welcome to Coffee and Craps with John Kokas from Pro Craps. Casino Gaming TV channel is the broadcast point. And my first announcement today has got to be that this is the last episode of this show that's going to run from the Pro Craps channel. I'm going to flip over next week to running it only from Casino Gaming TV. We're going to try and get everybody to switch over. So if you're on Pro Craps, get the hell off of there. Go over to Casino Gaming. And for this show, I'm still doing Pro Craps videos, obviously. I have one coming out tonight, I think, actually. So a lot of things coming out on the Pro Craps side, but not lives. So lives will be over here at Casino Gaming. So start making your switch over if you can. Announcements, by the way, apologies for getting the late scheduling. I forgot to put the video notification out last night. I didn't do it till this morning. So I know whatever, we usually have more people here at this point than 12, but that's because I screwed up this morning. Seems to be running in the air. A couple of guys were posting in Discord that like they filmed videos and forgot to put their microphones on. I've done that, as you know. I've done it live. And of course, they fell victim to the microphone thing. I fell victim last night to not scheduling the damn thing. So it happens to us. We're all, got other things happening besides just our crap shows. So things will happen. It does suck, though, when you're filming a video and you put all that work and time into it and realize that your mic is off. When I was doing my, what do you call it? The video for the Headless Horseman over the weekend, I filmed, and I was using my iPad for it because, I'll actually give you a little clip if you want to see it. The iPad I'm using because of the angle. I can get it to a lower angle than my overhead camera. And I wanted to give you all a different view of the table, actually, through the course of this video. And I can't plug the iPad into the wall for charging and into the computer at the same time. So it ran out of gas about halfway through my recording session. I had to basically stop recording and restart the whole damn thing up again like 2 hours later. So recording is a pain in the ass. Yeah, job one, remove the lens cap. There you go, Jay. That's so true. It's funny, all the little things that go into these shows, and you forget like basics, like, oh, I didn't charge my camera. Like I didn't charge my iPad or whatever. So it's hard. It's hard to get it right. It's hard to make these things look good. It's hard to find the right angle, frankly. My normal videos look like this. If I look at my zoomed in tabletop, or my wide view tabletop, those are easy to do. The iPad view, though, because I wanted to get these lower views into the video. I can actually show you one real quick. I think I can make a new scene real quick. Hold on a second. Let me just jump in here. I'm going to show you what the new angle looks like. Give me a second here. For the new videos that I'm putting out, I'm not sure. I'm actually curious to see if you guys like these or not. It may be, you may hate them, and I've done all this work for nothing. Let's go look at raw footage of the Horseman. I'll just give you like one of these here. And there's the view. So let me know what you think of that view. Is that? There, I was muted, I'm sorry. This is the new view. This is the new view for the videos where I'm teaching you how to play a strategy. So this is like, for example, the Horseman strategy looks like this now with that angled, cool front view of it, which I think gives you a better sense of, if I can fast forward the video, like when I have chips out there, in the rail you can see them, and, well, this one has no money on the table, I guess, but when the bets are out there, I guess you can see them a little bit better, as well as the height of how many chips are there. So I think that's cool. Yes, this Buckeye, this would suck for a rollout, right? I'm not rolling out this way. I'm going to roll them out my normal way. The rollouts will come from above for sure. The front view like that's going to be for when I'm teaching where things go. It's a good look at the rack, I think. I kind of like that. So I think we're gonna roll with that. I'll put out a few videos and we'll see what the reaction is. If people like it, I'll keep doing it. Obviously, it's always a learning curve, right? And if you look at my videos over the year that I've been doing this stuff, you'll find that there's 10 different table angles. I've got 2 different table layouts. There are actually 3. I've got my old green one, then I went to the black and gray. Now I'm on the green one here. I'm gonna go back to a black and gray layout here pretty soon. I'm getting bored with green. So yeah, I like to switch things up, but it's funny when you watch the progression of my shows, the different views that I had of the tables and the videos. And I was watching an old one that had that frontish kind of view. I'm like, I like that front view. So yeah, I think for teaching it, we're going to do it like that. And I think it's going to be kind of cool. So for you new guys, Buckeye and Midmo Yo and DGen and Crypto Schmipto and all y'all that are doing new channels. One thing I hear all the time is equipment is hard to figure out, software's hard to figure out, camera's hard to figure out. All that stuff's a pain in the ass. Experiment with it. I've had camera angles everywhere. I've had cameras, I got tripods everywhere. I've tried everything. So you can't do it wrong. You can only do it righter as you go forward. Look at it that way. So there is that. So let's talk about what's happening here. Today, our normal set of announcements. So we know that DiceCon's coming. It's coming quick, actually. DiceCon's coming quicker. June's not far away. So if you're not already part of the Color Up community, I can't recommend it high enough. Get on colorup.club. It is, I say this every day and I mean it. I hope you all are there already. It's fun over there, right? Color Up Club is great. There's a lot of great conversations. A lot of really good friends I've made in the club. It's really super cool. For $5, it's worth it to get there just to hang out with people. They have a nice Discord. It's a really good group. I have my own Discord, as you know, on casinogaming.tv. Head over there, get into our Discord. We have channels where the creators are only for me and the creators to kind of talk about how to do this stuff, right? There are channels where you can watch. Actually, I turn the camera on sometimes when I'm in there and just work and screen share while I'm editing my videos out. So if you want previews on how videos are going to work, you can actually watch me cut the videos down and get kind of a preview and hear me swearing to myself. So it's always kind of fun too. So get on Discord, it's fun. It's free, I don't charge anything for it. Jeremy only charges $5 for the main access, that's it. It's 100% worth it. I'll give a check-in on Monday with the milestone watch. We have a lot of guys that are edging up towards 500 or 1,000. Some guys are edging up towards 100 and 200 now for their first run through. So there we go. Rob at Square Pair, we can't be friends anymore. I just saw this. No, we can't be friends anymore. I hope you enjoy him. I will say this. I almost wore it. I have a nice Russell Wilson jersey that I wear every Sunday. Easily one of my favorite players of all time. I mean, I love Bobby Wagner a little better. We talked about this yesterday, but Wilson's a great dude. Wilson is, he's, these guys that are like fake nice, like he comes off like he's fake nice. Like everything is super positive. He's at the hospital with the kids every day. He does all these great things. He's a genuine guy. He's really genuine about it. And you'll never see a better deep ball thrower. Like until you see Russell Wilson every week, like I've watched him every week for 10 years, he's underrated, really underrated as a quarterback. You watch, here's the thing I'll tell you, Rob, when you watch him play. Some quarterbacks, whenever they throw the ball, whenever a quarterback throws, you're like, let's hope this is going to be caught, right? When Tom Brady throws the ball, it's getting caught. 100% of the time, he doesn't throw the ball unless his guy's going to catch it. Wilson's that way. Every ball Wilson throws, when he launches a deep one, just start celebrating because Wilson doesn't throw a deep ball unless he's going to drop it straight into the pocket. That dude is money. Like he doesn't make bad decisions. He's fun to watch. And, I guess you're going to get revenge on us for kicking your ass in the Super Bowl a few years back. Now you got our guy. So you are going to love him throwing the deep ball. It's magic. You watch that guy throw the ball, it's magic. Every time he throws it, it's going to get caught. It's just one of those things where he doesn't throw bad interceptions. He doesn't throw into coverage. Everything he does is positive. I mean, he's just a good dude. I'm really going to miss him as our quarterback. So we got to figure something out over here in Seattle. I don't know what's going to happen. I think they're blowing the whole damn thing up. So we could talk football all day, by the way. All right. Anyway, here we go. Let's go ahead and talk about craps a little bit. Maybe just a little bit of craps talk today. Let's see. What are we going to talk about? We're talking about the Stern method, right? So I'm going to flip ahead a slide here. We've been talking toolkit strategies. I'm going to skip the toolkit stuff today. Although I will say this, I rolled out the come ladder the other night. Tonight I'm going to roll out the Southern Border strategy. That'll be tonight's live video. The come ladder did really good. I got a lot of great comments on that video, which is funny because I literally flick the camera on sometimes and I'm like, I'm just going to practice. I'm just going to film myself practicing and whatever. And I'm rolling fast. I'm talking as I go. And it's really me thinking about how I'm going to play something out. But I filmed the how to play the come ladder video, and I'm like, I don't have a live rollout of this thing for a long time. So I did a live rollout. The comments on that are fantastic. I used white chips to do it because in that strategy, I don't do any odds. Every payment is a one-to-one payment. So white chips are the same as black chips, same as green chips. People loved that. Like that I did white chips and just did it at unit levels and took out the whole red, green, black discussion completely and just did it with single units. I do single unit betting all the time here. When I'm working a strategy out, just so you know, I use white chips everywhere. I never use the actual chips, like the actual amounts. I use white chips because I'm looking at ratios. I'm always looking at one chip here, 1 unit here, 1 unit here, and how many units do we win? If the 6 and 8 pay 35 on the 30 and the 5 and 9 pay 30 on the 35 on the 25, I don't care about the change. I care about what level I'm at on my bets. And you know, a level 3 bet pays a little bit extra on all those things. And that's what I want to see is how many levels am I at when I win. So that it's a good tool for you to use when you're practicing stuff. Just use white chips and just get bet levels, you know, and just know in your head that 3 white chips on the 6 or 8 is $18. You got to know that that means it's, you know, 3 times 6 is 18. Just do that. So anyway, here we go. We're going to talk about the Stern method. I'm going to skip over my strategies today and talk Stern method. The Stern method, and again, we're talking in this whole series this week about how to grow your money. More money on the table is what I've been looking at. But somebody asked me to run the Stern method, and I'm going to do it today. I'm going to skip over progressions and de Lambert. We've done those enough times. I'm going to skip those today. I was going to do them both today, but I'm going to jump into Stern instead. And what Stern is this way of betting where it's a tiered kind of progression, and it's very strict in how you do it. And the Stern method is easy once you got it. And the way that you get it sometimes is this. Like I literally printed this thing out. The chart you see on screen, I've got a printout of it here. I'll put a link to this printout, actually the actual image, into Discord. So if you get to my Discord channel, I'll drop it in there. I'll pin it somewhere. I'm not sure where yet, but I'll give you this as a download link. But it's all here too. And essentially what you do is you bet at each level. You bet a $25 bet. If you win it, you're back you're at level 1, the first $25. If you win it, you go back to level 1. You're already there. At level 2, if you lose it, you go to level 2. You bet $25 again. Every time you win, you parlay. If you parlay the win, you go back to 0. You go back to the first one. So let's say you lose the first bet at 25. You go to level 2 at 25. You lose that, you go to level 3 at 25. You lose that, you go to level 4, which is $35. At this point, if you win the $35 bet, you parlay it. So you're going to put $70 out there. You just take your win and you parlay it up. If you win, you go back to start to level 1 again. The number next to it, the $30 in green, if you parlay and win the parlay, you're up $30. This is telling you how much you have to bet after each loss. After a parlayed win, the number in green is your win amount. Okay. Jay is saying it looks like a Fibonacci. I don't know if it's actual Fibonacci. It is a number sequence though. I haven't actually run. I should probably run the algorithm on this and see if that's what it is. But the old Stern method was a little smaller. It was like 8 levels. It was like 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 4, 6, 8 or something like that. This one here is much more nuanced and it goes way out. So it's 15 levels. It takes $3,200 to buy in to support all 15 levels of this thing. If you're going to play it, you got to buy in for $3,200 and you're going to potentially go to level 15. 15 straight losses burns your entire stack. Okay. That's the danger here. And I'll tell you right out front, that's a danger with any progression strategy. If you're going to play a Wayland strategy, which are mostly laddering, the de Lambert strategies, you could run into a horrific run and lose your entire bankroll. When you're ladder, that's a possibility. It doesn't happen often. It's a possibility. Martingale, it's a possibility. Here, at my local casino, I can only go to level 13. The highest I can go here is the 460 level because I have a $500 table max. So for me, I couldn't go into this all the way through. But if you've got the bankroll to support it and you can get to the end of it, you can do it. Yes, Lonnie asked the question, is this an even money system? Yes, this is designed for even money bets. It's designed for 50-50-ish kind of bets if you can do it. So this works in craps on the pass line, the don't pass line. I will play it for you in the field, although the field's not a 50-50 bet. The field is 16 ways to win, 20 ways to lose. So it's not 50-50. However, the double on the 2, the triple on the 12 makes it over time a 50-50 bet. Okay, so I will show you this first in the field, then I'll do it again on the don't pass so you can see how it works on, and we can do it in the pass line too. Doesn't take long to get through it. You can run through this thing. And I will give you all the options there as well. So I want to show you how this thing works. I've broken this 3 times. Just, you know me, right? My rolls can be bad. I have broken this system 3 times. So it's not a guarantee. People will tell you it's a guarantee. It's not a guarantee. Okay? I break it in the field every time. I mean, the field is I've gone 15 no fields all the time and I can burn that thing quickly. What happens is not that it's 15 in a row of the event, you might get a win in there, but lose your parlay. Move on, get a win, lose the parlay. That's what happens a lot. If it's choppy, this thing will crush your soul. So there we go. So that's where it is. This is the Stern method. It's a mathematical system that if you can roll through it, you can turn $3,200 into 50. And that's the idea, right? Now, you're hopefully not getting to the end. Hopefully, you're going to be living in levels 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to be in the normal small levels most of the time. If it goes south really bad, and it gets big when it goes south. So it does take some bankroll. So let's go roll this thing out. And again, I'm going to bring the chart with me so I don't forget my levels. I'll show you how I set my rack up to make this thing work. And we're going to run it in the field first because it's quick. You'll get a sense of the rhythm. And then we'll go ahead and do it on the pass, don't pass, and we'll get there. Yeah, you're right, Lon. It's not quite even money. Over time, it levels out to where it's not, I don't know. The field is the best way to test a system like this because you are on the negative side of it. You're going to lose more than you win. And on a system that's built like this, where you have to get the win parlay and make it work, if I can beat it on the field, you know you can beat it in real life. But the field's quick. So there we go. Let's go ahead and get this thing started and see how it looks. There is a note here too that says you can start it at 10 rather than 25. Totally. And Dr. S, I think you're the one that sent me the system. So you gave me the $10 or the $25 chart. What I'm going to do, and it looks to me, correct me if I'm wrong, this looks like a spreadsheet printout that you gave me. If there's a spreadsheet behind this, what I'd like to do is put this into a Google sheet that has the bet levels for $5, $10, $15, $25, and $100 tables, and let's have tabs for everybody to follow that have all the different levels on it. So as a help tip to folks, because again, getting it set up is hard, remembering the levels is hard. Cheat sheet is where you have to be to make this thing work. So let's go back to my table here, and I'll zoom in first, and I'll show you my chip rail. Now on my chip rail, what I did, and I'm going to try my best to get this thing, keep myself organized here. I'll move this to the middle. Well, I guess you guys can see it fine. This is the levels, right? What I did is this is $3,200, and I've actually done my lammers between. So there's level 1, there's 25, 25, 25, 35. That's got to be another $10 in there. 35, 45, 60, 80, 110, 140. So you get it, right? Each one of these things is one of these levels. So when I'm playing this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out the level that I'm on. So my next bet is always ready to go in the front here. If I win it and take the parlay, I'm going to put the level back in. I'm going to put all the money back in where I started from. Reset the rack every time. Put the profits that I've earned back in the second rack. Okay, so as we play it out, I'll put profits in here. I'm going to try and keep this thing as organized as I can and reset the levels back where they ought to be. What I'm going to do is when I lose a bet, I'm going to put it out here in the come so that when I win the bets back, I can take from back here and replace them in the rack and be a little bit more organized with it. It's going to be tough at a casino to keep your rack organized like this because you're not going to get paid in the same color configuration that you have in your earlier levels. So I'm going to try and make this thing as organized as I can as we go. Otherwise, I'm going to get stuck with a rack full of all sorts of random chips and I have no idea where I am. So to me, setting it up this way, and you might take you 10 minutes to do this when you first roll into a casino and try this out, I would set my rack up in a way that makes sense that I can follow. So as I go through this today, I'm going to keep my eye on the chat. And if I make a mistake in here or a payment, let me know. But I think we're going to be okay because everything's a one-to-one. And I'm gonna roll this out in the field first. Again, the field is predetermined to lose. We know we're gonna lose money. Can we get the parlays to hit? That's really where it comes out. And then I'm gonna run into the don't pass with it, and we'll see how that works out. So let me go and get the wider view of the table so you can watch the rolls happen. I'll put the cheat sheet out of your way so you don't have to look at it. And here we go. We're gonna go puck off. Actually, I'll work the puck for you so you can, if you wanna play along at home with your regular strategy, you can follow the puck. We'll have it off for now. I'm gonna be on all the time in the field. Our first bet's gonna be at a quarter in the field. Here we go. We're coming out and we're on the aces right away. So that's actually solid, right? That's gonna pay us 2 units. And I'm gonna, again, put this back here in the profit rack as we go. I could, technically speaking, do this and keep the bankroll right, but I'm gonna keep the level that I'm at active out here. I'll replace these from losses as we go. So our first win, great. We got a nice little aces come out there. That's actually pretty helpful. There's a 9. Okay, so our point's gonna be 9. We're gonna get paid here on the 9. Beautiful, and we go in. So I make the joke early, turn $3,200 into 50, right? Because it takes all this money to lock up, but you're gonna get wins as you go, right? You're gonna get some wins here at level 1. The idea is to win at level 1, and that's gonna totally happen. And we're already got $75 in our rack, which is pretty cool. All right, so that's a 6. That's a hard 6. We're gonna lose in the field. Okay, so I'll put the loss here in the come so we can see that it's there. We're gonna go into level 2 now. Another hard 6. Again, tell me dice control isn't real. Look at me controlling these things. There's level 2. Level 3 is gonna be here, $25. There's a 9. All right, so the 9 pays. That's the point, by the way. It's gonna pay. And because we're now at level 3, 1, 2, level 3, we parlay that. If we can get the parlayed win, we can reset our rack and show a profit. I'll show you how that works. So hopefully we can get it, and then we'll see how we manage the rack here coming out. There's a 9, a repeater 9, 6, 3, 9. So that does pay. We win our parlay, which means in our rack, we can replace all the levels. There's level 2. Right? And we're back with a full rack and that quarter in profit. We can restart the system. And I think it's important to come back and reset after each win and make sure that we're seeing our profits line up as we go. Hope that's making sense as I'm doing this. I'm gonna walk over here and check chat and make sure that we're explaining this correctly. I see Dr. S says he emailed the spreadsheet. That's perfect. And we'll go ahead and we'll make that thing into, like I said, all the different betting units so people can get the math right. All right, here we go. We're new point is 9 again, I guess, right? I was talking, I think that's what it is, and I should have been in the field for a next roll. There's another quarter. The 9 rolls again. Boy, oh boy, the 9 is hot today. Who's hopping the 9 right now, right? We hit our point, we hit our field, and our profit is growing, growing, growing. And again, come back to the rack. We know that we're okay. Back out at level 1 we go. Puck is off. New point. That's gonna be, oh my God, another 9. Are you kidding me? Another 9, that's fantastic. Here we are again on the 9, another payment. And again, our levels are good. Our profit is stout. Back out level 1. And I'm virtually doing this. I'm going back and forth every time to show that we're okay and our profit is good. If I just keep leaving this out here, we're gonna get confused where we are. So that'll hopefully help. There's an, oh my God, what am I doing? Am I just like not rolling the dice? They're hitting the back wall and rolling. I swear to God they are. I think I've hit the point like 3 times now. I don't even know where we are. I think we're at a new point of 9. That's awesome. Another payment on the field though. And again, our levels are good. Our profit is growing. Let's say puck is off here. I forget where we are because there's so many 9s. There's a, oh, by the way, I was out on the field. There's our first 7, come out 7. So we'll lose this. We'll be at level 2 now. I should be able to pay these from my losses, by the way. There's a 3-1-4. Our new point will be that 4. And again, this loss from before will pay the win, right? We're gonna parlay that thing up. And there's a 4-2-6. So we've lost at that level. Our third quarter is out. We're at level 3 now. And there's a 5, 2, 7. So we miss our point and we lose in the field. We're going to be moving up a level. Now we're going to be at this level 4, which is 35 bucks. Again, this is where it's going to be weird payment-wise to get everything reset because of the chip count, but let's go. Coming out to a new point. That'll be a 5, 3, 8 for our new point. There we go. We're going to lose in the field at that level. We're going to go out now with the $45 level. 6, 2, 8 point is made. That level loses, and now we're going up to the $70 level. This, or the $80, this is 80 bucks? No, this is the $60 level. This is level 6. Level 6 is 60 bucks. There's a 9, 5, 4, 9. Okay, that's gonna pay in the field. That's a new point too. That's gonna pay us 60 bucks. We're gonna go ahead and parlay. I'll just put the parlay next to it for ease of sight. 6, 2, 8. We don't get the parlay, unfortunately. So we're going to lose the parlay and our bet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, level 6. Level 7 is 80 bucks. And here's where this chop will get you, right? When you're getting a win and then you don't get the parlay to hit, that's where you can get tanked. There's an 8 for the new point. That's a loss. Now we're at 110. There's a 5, 2, 7, so we don't get the point and lose in the field. Now we're going to be at the 145 level, which is here. 145. 415. That's a bummer. New point's going to be there. We're going to lose that. Now we go to 195. It's nice to have a ace or a 12 be the way that we come out of this thing as a winner. There's our hard 10. There's a winner. And again, that's at the what are we at here? We're at 195 level, right? Yep. So it's 175, 85, 195 coming out. Again, in the stern, once you get a hit, you got to parlay and hit the parlay to come back. You just need a repeater on your bet to make this thing work. So we parlay this thing out, we're going to be okay. There it is, the 1, 2, 3. Ace deuce gets us back to health. Okay? So the way this parlay is going to pay us, it's going to be 195 2 more times, right? So I'm going to pay this out. It's going to be interesting how I pay this out. Let's actually, it's going to be hard. We'll do 175, 75, 95, 90. There's the raw 195 2 times. That's going to be our winnings. What I've got to do now is reset the rack with the levels to make sure that we are back to normal. So we go from 195, that goes back to the rack. Our next one was 145, so I take 100, 25, 145. I'm just going to reset these things from the winnings pile. I have to break some of this down to get the rack right. We should see a profit at the end. 145. Our next one was 110. The next one was 80 bucks. So now we're going to go to 75, 80. Then it was 60. There's your $60 level. Then it was 45, 25, 35. I need to get some nickels here. There's the $45 level. Then the $35 level. So I'll go from 25 to 35. And then you have 3 quarters. So I'm going to break this $100 down into 4 greens. And our next 3 levels were 25, 25, and 25. And our profit after all of that, 35 bucks. Just as the chart says, at that 195 level, our win was 35 bucks. And that's how you break this thing down. I'll put this money all back into the bank. And again, wanted you to see how that thing worked. And we actually got kind of squirrely there. We were inching up to where we were going to be putting $500 bets out here into this thing. But luckily we caught our parlay in the field. That makes it work. The field can be really iffy. As you know, the parlaying in the field can be tough. It's streaky. The field is streaky. And that's what happened. So we actually made sure that we got our money there. So I'm going to check chat, make sure I didn't screw this up. Yeah, you guys are all saying other things to bet on, which is cool. So anyway, let's do it again. This time in a slower fashion. Let's do it from the don't pass, okay? Because the field, again, it's so quick. Let's run it again from the don't. And again, we'll start with a $25 bet in the don't. Puck will be off. We're gonna reset. I'm actually gonna change the dice out. New shooter. I'll use my multicolor die. And we'll come out here to a new shooter. Point's gonna be 10. And we're gonna do unprotected bets. I'm not gonna hedge anything. We're just gonna do the straight up 1-to-1 and make this work. So the field, actually, I'm gonna put this aside. There was our field wins. That actually did pretty good. We're just gonna roll for the 7 now. We're just gonna roll for big red. There's a ace deuce, 1, 2, 3. There's a 6, 3, 9. 6, 3, 9. 6, 2, 8. 3, 1, 4. The sister. There's a hard 6. 3, 3, hard 6. An easy 6, a 5-1 easy 6. Of course, right? Super long. There was a 10. That was a hard 10, by the way. I rolled it when I came off the wall. That was a hard 10. There it is. We're going to lose our first bet. Come out with level 2. Again, on the don't, puck is off. Much slower grind. There's a 4, 3, 7, so we'll lose on the come out. Into level 3 we go. And again, on the don't pass, a little more reliable here. We're hopefully going to see a positive streak for us. There's a 5, 4, 9. New point's going to be a 9. I'm going to move these out of the way. I'll put them up here in the field, the losses. Hard 10. Hard 10 off the wall. Should be noted, you all know how much I love playing my 4s and 10s. That's 3 hard 10s in this session already. So that's actually not terrible. There's a 5, 3, 8. Would have done okay with that, by the way. There's a 4, 2, 6. 4, 2, 6, 2x4, the lumber. 5, 1, 6. 5, 1, easy 6. 5, 4, 9. Okay, there's the 9. Loss at level 3. Now we're out there at 35. 1, 3, 3, 1, 4. 4 on the end over here. 3, 2, 5. There's a 5, 4, 9. The 9 is my number today. And if you're into that sort of thing, the 9 is where I'm at. There's a 4, 3, 7. 4, 3, 7 out. So the puck goes off. We're gonna win 40 bucks down here on our line bet. And again, we're gonna parlay it. Or sorry, not 45, 35 bucks. Okay? Parlay it up. Here we go. Coming out. Coming out to a 9. Of course it's a 9, right? That's a dangerous point for us today. Can we get big red before that 9 and win this parlay and show a little bit of profit here? Can we do it? We cannot. We cannot. There's a 9. 5, 4, 9. So we'll lose our parlay, obviously. Come out here with that next level. I'll just lay them up in the field. And now we're at 45. Boy, the don't pass, funny, has not been my friend the last couple of rollouts here. I've had some tough don't pass rollouts here. Interesting. I went to the there's a 5, 2, 7 on the come out. I went to the casino last night I went to the Judas Priest concert last night here in Seattle. And I went to the casino afterwards just for a short session. I wanted to run the 410 Bank Street, and I wanted to run a little bit of the Come Ladder live. Did okay. I really low buy-in. I was only there for like a half an hour. Hit my 20% on both strategies, won 20%, because I got hard 4 and hard 10 almost out of the gate, which helped me out. But yeah, I was just monkeying around with it. Here we go. There's a 12. There's an 11 on the come out. Good Lord. Look at us go here. But yeah, the Don't Pass last night, I won so much on those. I had so many early sevens in the rolls last night that it was really working well on the Horseman, but I kept coming out to points of 4 and 10. So my 4-10 plays were winning on the come out rolls all the time. And then we'd have the 0.7 and win them in the come. So anyway, that's that word. There's a 5, new points 5, 3-2, 3-2, 5. Look at us losing 6 times in a row in the Don't. Isn't that crazy? Including come outs, of course. There's another 9. Another 9. That's like probably the 8th 9 I've rolled today, at least. There it is again, the 5, 4, 9. Wow. That is interesting. 6, 1, 7 outs. Okay, cool. We got a winner. We're at the $80 level. So $80 win. We're going to parlay that win. The puck is off. Let's have the dice be nice. There she is. There's the aces. That's fantastic. So we're going to win. I'm going to pay it like I did last time, $80 twice. We have a parlay up here. We're going to win like so. Let's go ahead and get our rack right again. Again, I'll bring the chart out here in the middle. So we're at the $80 level. So we put the $80 back in. The next one is a $50, $60 bet. That goes back in the rack. Then we're at 45, so 25. I need to get some nickels here. 25, 35, 45 bucks is the next one. 35 was the next level. 25, 35. And then our 3 greens go in. Level 2, level 3, level 2, level 1, quarter profit, right? That was a lot of work for a quarter, frankly, but the system did what it's supposed to do, which is level you up in a way that makes sense so that when you get that just little tiny streak, you're going to be okay. Had I been doing my normal way of betting, right? If we were laddering up on every single loss that we had, we were at level, whatever this was, we were at level 7 there. A ladder system would have done this. We would have bet 1 and lost it, 2 and lost it, 3 and lost it, 4 bets and lost it. We would have been way here. We would have been keep increasing our levels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And at level 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we would have finally won, right? This is what a ladder would have cost you coming out of the gate versus the stern. The stern cost us money coming out incrementally, but it was, by increasing here, look at the ladder. A Dalen Bear would have cost you a fortune to get out. And if you win and you parlay your win, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, your parlayed win wins you 14 additional chips and you're back in business after that same parlay. The difference would have been this. Let's actually pay this out that style. So if I take a 14 unit win, that would be, let's see, 14 units would have been, what is that? 200, 350 bucks, right? 350 coming back on the win. 100, 200, 350, right? That's your win covers that. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's interesting how much comes back. There's our, make sure I get these counted right. There's the money out of your rack, right? You had 21 chips out of your rack to get there. You've got 14, or sorry, there's the, boy, my math is bad today. And let's make this look like greens. Let's make these look like greens. I want to see what the actual profit comes out to be. There's 8. So the ladder, you would have had 200 in profit coming back. So once you pay back your losses from the ladder, laddering up, parlaying, you would have been here in the same position, but the outlay was way more, right? You're putting yourself at way more risk. The reward is higher on that parlayed win than the stern, but the stern has, it seems like, oh my God, there's so much in here. It's not that bad until you get into the high level. The high levels are where this gets you, but imagine 15 straight losses with a ladder. You'd be, taking a loan out to get that money on the table. So that's the stern 3.0 method. That was a lot of work on the don't, because the don't can take a while. The field is this kind of instant gratification. Every bet comes out and gets paid really quick. This can take a hot minute. We worked really hard and got our unit back. And again, if you want to grind through this thing, let's do it again. If you can survive 15 bad outcomes, you can make 25, 30, 50, whatever as you go, back and forth between 20 and 50, and grind this thing out. It's not a bad grinder system, if you think about it. You got to have bankroll to get there. So we lose our first bet on the 11. Let's do it one more time and see if we can't get a quicker win this time. There's a 6, 4, 10. Your new point's going to be 10. There's a 5, 1, 6. 5, 1, 6. There's a 3, 2, 5. 6, 4, 10, easy. 10 easy. So we're going to lose here. Again, I didn't put this out there. We're level 2 on the loss, by the way. There's a 1, 3, 4. New point's going to be 4, the other end. And again, this is what I saw last night. I kept coming out to the good numbers here and winning on those early ones. I get 1 collect over here on the hard ways and then be out of the hand. And the 7 would come super fast. Here's the hard 4. This is exactly what I saw before. Hard 4 here, losing here, boom, level 3. And again, you're protected by your leveling here, so you know you're going to end up being okay. And we can just get 1 good outcome with a parlay. There's a 6. New point will be 6 right here. Hard 4 again. Woo! Hard ways. Hard 4, hard 10, and the 9 today are my numbers. 3, 2, 5. 3, 2, 5. 6, 4, 10. 10 easy. 10 here on the end. Hard 4 again. Whew. I'm in the wrong system today. 1, 2, 3, ace deuce, no help. Looking for that big red right now. There she is. There she is, a 6, 1, 7 big red. We're at $35 level here, so 25, 35 comes out. We're gonna parlay that win. Puck is off, by the way. It goes right back to the 6. So we're back on the 6 for our next point. I should have turned it off and back on for you. And there's big red right back, 0.7 out. So that's great. We're gonna win $70. $35 out here twice, it wins us 70. And again, we'll replace what was in the rack. There's a $35 level 4 bet. We'll put a quarter back for level 2. We'll put a quarter back, level 3, level 2, level 1. And what we have out here is $30. Okay, I'll color this up. $30. And once again, we're showing profit. As long as you can survive before the end of the thing, you're going to keep bringing back 25, 30, 25, 30, 35, 25, 50. You just got to get the parlays to hit. I play the ladder down here the same way. When I ladder up a loss in the don't with the simple ladder system, I'm always looking for that parlay to hit so I can come back to base. I think the regular ladder earns you more money on the parlay for a much higher investment. This one here on the parlay, much lower result, 25 or $30 every time, but your initial investment until you get down into here is far less. And even at level 15, on a level 15 De Lambert, it's more than $3,200. I have to do the math on that, but it's way more than this to get out there. So there's the Stern 3. It works until it doesn't, right? I wouldn't play it here. I would play it here. I would play it here, but I would not play it in the field. The field is too volatile. It's too choppy to make that thing work. But it's interesting. I think it's actually pretty fun. So there we go. All right. Let's come on back over here and look at my pretty face without the glasses. Hope that was fun for you. Dr. Russ, thanks for sending that in. And I appreciate you also sending me you said you sent the spreadsheet over that has all the bets on it. So I'll make sure and post that up, and I'll put that spreadsheet in the Discord. So if you join the Discord, you'll get to see that spreadsheet for sure. So I'm going to go check the chat here real quick and make sure I'm not missing anything. Let's see. It looks like no questions are coming up. that I can see, anything that's labeled PC for me to see. Skill and Luck asked me this. Do I feel like players don't like the Stern method? I'll tell you what I feel. And this is only, I got to put my glasses on. Sorry for the glare. This is a seat of the pants opinion of mine. People make fun of the Stern method for whatever reason. And the reason I think why is because anytime anybody sells anything, here's a guaranteed way to win, and give me $1,000 and I'll teach it to you. And you get something like this in the mail, people tend to be kind of dismissive of that. Like it was a charlatan selling me snake oil. That's what the messaging is. So people don't like the fact that somebody sold it. And I think there's a negative connotation to that. The system itself is stout. It obviously works, right? Does it work in the don't pass every single time? No, I have broken it. I've gotten to level 15 and lost in rollouts here because you don't get the parlay. Sometimes you just don't get the parlay. You win and you don't get the parlay, where a normal don't player is going to be doing okay. I think players just have this kind of a negative connotation towards anything that was ever sold, and that's what it is. But now that we have it, and we've seen the original Stern, now we have the Stern 3, which is a different numbering progression. And I'll put it back on screen so you can see it again. Now that we have it, and it's out here and you can follow it, and again, Dr. S has given us the spreadsheet with the 5, 10, 15, whatever on it. It's here, play it. Not everybody has that kind of bankroll, but you can do the math, right? If you're at a $5 table, your bankroll is not $3,200. It's going to be a hell of a lot less than that. So there it is. I think that's the best I can do to talk through the Stern method. It's another way to play. It's a grind for sure, but frankly, who cares, right? People also, I think, have a negative view of grinding methods. I've shown you a lot of grinds, right? I've shown you with a don't come bet and bet right in front of it the same amount and grind out that $5, $10 over the course of hours and hours and hours. It's a negative thing to look at too, but it's a grind, and grinds can win. If you're not going for the home run, and you want to win your daily paycheck, that's a way to do it. Anyway, would I play it? Probably not, just because of the bankroll size. And I'm doing other things, but I think that actually showed pretty well today. So I was very pleased that we had a couple of good positive rollouts. I was really happy actually that we got back into the field, deep into the rack. I really wanted to get that thing deep in there and see how far it goes, and then watch how that thing pays itself back. Is interesting. So pretty cool. So there's that. All right. Yes, Doctor, you could have sold this totally, right? You could have totally sold it. No, look it up though, right? The old Stern thing. There's a book, there's a DVD, there's all the stuff on it, and it was just the old progression. So that's, it is what it is. All right, there we go, guys. I'm going to get to work. I got a seminar here at 9:00 I got to get to. So, happy Thursday. Friday, tomorrow's show, there will be probably no show tomorrow. If there is one, I'll let you know tonight with an announcement. But it looks like my work schedule tomorrow, I can't do a show unless I go on at like noon or something. So I likely will go on tonight and do a live rollout I'm thinking of doing the Southern Border strategy tonight, which is a simple come ladder-ish kind of a thing. I may do that. I may do some horsemen tonight. I just want to get some more hour-long rollouts on video that I need to get uploaded for other stuff. So I'll see you tonight. And that's it. Thanks again for coming. I appreciate you jumping in the last minute. For those of you who didn't see the announcement until 7:50. Maybe tomorrow, maybe not, but for sure tonight and for sure Monday. And again, this is the last show coming to you from the Pro Craps channel live. We're going to be all in on the Casino Gaming channel starting next week. So there you go. Have a great Thursday, everybody. God bless all of you, and I'll see you tonight and probably tomorrow morning. Have a good one. Bye.